with Falco. He's been doing extremely well. KY, probably the best hero to do it in New England as well. So we're gonna be seeing top 10 doubles team in the world versus a couple of probably top 10 players in Eastern Mass currently.
That being said, these matchups, you know, these are okay matchups, right? For Koi and Queso here. Falco does well against both Pac-Man and Snake, and Hero does well against, I was going to say Pac-Man. Snake, I think, is a little bit more questionable, but certainly in a doubles environment, I think your strengths against Snake outweigh your weaknesses in doubles specifically. In singles, it's a little bit different, but it definitely is going to be a test of Kiwi and Pelca's discipline. Something that they have passed with flying colors so far are playing a very efficient first stock here against Queso.
Yeah, and already I'm starting to see both of these teams. At the beginning, they were sort of struggling to find their footing in this matchup because Falco and Hero are very much like zoner disruptors because they just don't let you set your stuff up, especially in the case of Hero, because Hero has bounce, Hero has a lot of projectiles of his own, and Falco. He's got the funny lasers. He's got the funny reflector, and he also gets so much when he gets in. But Pelca and Kiwi already finding their footing. Speaking of feet, with that up tilt right there, and Pelca first stock down.
And just holding platform, holding ground, right? Something that is so easy for these two players to do on a team together is just control all ground space, airspace, just lock off an entire side of the stage. And the crazy part is both their characters can do either one of those things, right? They both, and can do them disjointed from their actual characters' on-stage presence, so they can be controlling, you know, ground with Hydrant, platform with C4, and then be somewhere else entirely. And that versatility allows them to essentially play a 4v2 game at times. That's insane.
Especially when you got grenades on the field, especially when you got fruits coming out everywhere, especially when you got Hydrant. Mike, this is an uphill battle.
I love that setup attempt, the forward throw into the forward air. Just not going to do too much. Sticking Kiwi now so that Queso can't even scrap the up throw is going to do it, and that's just a true combo.
Yep.
Well, 11
Forward
frames
throw.
to start up, but hey, it doesn't matter how fast the throw is when you're not putting any lag for it, and that's the benefit of doubles, my friend.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing an extremely convincing game one coming out of Kiwi and Pelca.
That setup is so clean. Because the other crazy part, too, is if Pelca was unsure about lining up the C4 there, he's at a position where he can actually just full hop up air or back air. And depending on your DI, right, even if you get put too low for the C4 for he thinks to convincingly kill, he'll just back air you and reset the situation and do it again.
That's Snake, baby.
Yeah. And Pelca, too, has been doing this so long, he's been doing this so efficiently that he really knows how to control space defensively with this character. Kiwi, on the other hand, right, Pac-Man, a character that we consider super defensive, but Kiwi, in Smash 4 especially, is one of the Pac-Man that really pioneered how to scrap with this character, getting in and really being creative outside the box with some of these setups. It's really cool to see these two players work together because, right, not only both these characters do it, but the players do it to the extreme. And it's rare to see a set with these two involved in it where you don't see at least one thing you've never seen before.
Yeah, speaking of controlling space, we got these players on Battlefield too. So Battlefield, that's a stage where you don't want to take Snake. Snake can cover, well, whatever.
He can't cover anything when he's getting Accelerado comboed off the side of the stage.
I mean, true, but that's Kind of Ice, baby. Kind of Ice with Accelerado is an extremely scary thing to come across. His Accelerado combos are so good. He covers so much.
I swear, people don't talk enough about how scary Accelerado is, but also how much scarier it would be if it was like a teeny tiny bit slower and actually more easily controllable. As Pelca rarely misses the forward air, not going to find the spike, and now Queso and Kind of Ice have done a beautiful job locking down stage control in this game, right? Using the platforms to their advantage and really trapping Kiwi and Pelca's landings. Obviously, Pac-Man has Hydrant to land with. But other than that, doesn't have really big hitboxes. Snake also doesn't have amazing landing buttons. And so if you can use these platforms, trap out their landings, and maintain stage control.
That's something I was going to mention earlier.
They're going to do a great job.
When I was talking about Battlefield, because you got characters like Falco on the screen as well, because Falco obviously able to extend off of the platforms extremely well. Hero, you know, he can give or take with Battlefield, but he can certainly cover those platforms extremely well with up tilt.
But he hasn't even found the opportunities. We really haven't seen a single Falco combo so far. And they're expected to be short in doubles. I like the reflector. They're using that frame. It's frame 1, right? Comes out as soon as possible to try and get away from Bell. Not going to re-grab that there, as it was the second time it was thrown. So not able to do so, and Kiwi having to go fruitless. But not going to matter. Beautiful stage presence, beautiful control, and I love the defense there to stop the pincer movement from coming in and allow the reset of the situation, which Pelca's going to convert into a stock. These two have opened up the game in their advantage. But unfortunately, that just isn't going to last, though.
Yeah, and that kaboom is going to end Queso and also take Pelca's stock. So we got 1 stock apiece on Kiwi and Pelca, which is honestly extremely commendable coming out of this team.
We've got the sticky once again, the setup coming through. Still over on Kiwi there. Or you want to keep your eyes out for when that transfers. It's on the back of Hero's shield now, so it's a perfect time if Pelca wants to get it going. But I actually lost track of it to boot, so we're going to keep an eye on it. Nope, it is back on Hero again over on that shield, I believe, still.
No, it's on. Doing a really, really good job.
Is it theirs?
Of giving them the schmixerization, as I believe he calls it. He's mixing them really well, just mixing around his movement and even his like options on shield as well, just to stay alive a little bit longer, just to get some kind of advantageous position. But Kiwi and Pelca, that's exactly what they don't want you to have, and you will never get that.